Hey YouTube, this is the Robinhood Investor. Hope you had a great week of trading. As always, I really appreciate your support, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn about investing, subscribe to this channel. Today I want to go over my portfolio and what I'm going to do next week. Currently, my position is $334,000 in my Robinhood portfolio. Cash position of $12,362. Taking a look at my transfers for the month of January, I deposited about $8,500 in the month of January. So you can see 1 week 1,000, another 1,000, 1,500, 4,000, and $1,000. Taking a look at the orders from this past week, I bought some more of Adobe. Adobe because they are big in the digital content creation space, and I see that as things become more digitized, Adobe will benefit from that. Bought some Disney shares, about $1,000. Disney, even though their parks entertainment is taking a dip, but I think their intellectual property, whether it's Marvel, as well as Star Wars and National Geographic, there's so much content also in the Pixar space or Pixar content. So many brands that under the Disney umbrella that they can continue to grow not only the entertainment park, but also Disney Plus, direct to consumer, streaming content. So I think Disney will do well in the long term. Also bought some more Shopify stocks, about $250. And Shopify is continuing to transform the e-commerce space, allowing customer or organizations, companies, different sizes to have their own online marketplace. Bought some of Square as well, or Block. Block is allows consumers to send and invest their money. So yeah, Square is known for their Cash App, transferring money, but also they're getting into the blockchain space. So that's how you can see their name was changed from Square to Block. And you can buy cryptocurrency on the Square app. And they also have a debit card. You can make transactions and you can make boosts or discounts through those transactions. Next is Mercado Libre, which is big in the Latin America market in terms of their e-commerce platform, as well as their payment solution. PayPal, which is the payment processing. They have Venmo and Braintree and other payment products in their suite. And I think PayPal, as payments become digitized, PayPal will benefit. They're also getting into the blockchain market as well. Bought some more Amazon stock, about $1,000 worth. I think Amazon is pretty diversified in their business in both e-commerce, which is doing very well domestically and internationally. And they're also like the backbone of the internet with their cloud computing, Amazon Web Services. And yeah, those are my buys for this past week. A lot of growth stocks, consumer discretionary, companies in the payment solution space. Taking a look at my portfolio, as mentioned, $12,000 in cash. Plan to buy more stocks as the market continues to fluctuate. Taking a look at one of my second largest ETF positions in this portfolio is VOO, which makes up 5.57% portfolio, or $17,905, up 63% on this position. And this is just one of those ETFs that I had earlier on when I started investing, and it's fairly diversified in the U.S. markets, and it has a very low expense ratio. Vanguard Info Technology ETF, very diversified in the tech sector, without having to buy individual positions. So it's this makes up about 6% portfolio, or $19,262, up almost 200% on this position. And I plan to continue holding both of those ETFs because I think in the long term they'll do well. One of my largest stock position is Apple, and they recently reported earnings, doing very well across all product categories except for their iPad tablets, but that is due to some supply chain issues. But I think next quarter, hopefully they'll do better. And there wasn't any direct mention of the metaverse, even though there's news about it. But Tim Cook did mention they do have a lot of augmented reality apps in their app store, and I feel like I think Apple has about 1.8 billion or almost 2 billion devices in use from their platform in their ecosystem. So I think with so much hardware in the space, they can easily deploy software and services into those to those users. So this makes up 11.67% portfolio, or $37,549. I'm up 320% on this position. If Apple dips a lot, I will definitely buy more. Very good, solid dividend growth stock, and plan to continue holding long term. Next is Nvidia, which is big in the GPU space, or they're also big in the growing in terms of the data center business. Makes up 10.36% portfolio, or $33,320. Up 394% on this position. Nvidia dips, I also plan to buy more of Nvidia just because the future will be GPU chips. So much graphics processing in autonomous driving, gaming, virtual reality, metaverse. So yeah, I think Nvidia will do well in the future long term. Microsoft also reported earnings recently, did very well in their in terms of enterprise solutions, cloud computing, personal computing, and they with their acquisition of Activision Blizzard, I think they'll continue to beef up their gaming business as well as try to stay ahead in the metaverse space with their content. This makes up 6.92% portfolio, or $22,248, up 250% on this position. Next is Amazon, which is big in the e-commerce space and Amazon Web Services. They're reporting earnings next week. Makes up 6.22% portfolio, or $20,000, up 42% on this position. Amazon, I'm definitely going to buy more. What if this continues to dip? Alphabet Class A shares. So this is big in the online advertisement space. Makes up 3.33% portfolio, or $10,716. I'm up 160% on this position. Alphabet Class C shares. This one does not have voting rights versus Class A has voting rights. This makes up 2.49% portfolio, or $8,015. I'm up 168% on this position. Visa in the payment processing space, and with their VisaNet network, they're doing very well in terms of capturing a wide market with their technology. And a lot of volatility. You can see it was up 10% on Friday. This makes up 4.6% portfolio, or $14,797. I'm up 94% on this position. Next is Meta Platforms, or Facebook. Meta owns apps like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus. So hopefully we'll see what happens with the metaverse space, but that's a big opportunity to advertise in that area, as well as build a completely different world, digital world. This makes up 3.56% portfolio, or $11,467, up 69% on this position. Tencent, which is very diversified in their businesses, but they're in gaming, social media, as well as financial technology. This makes up 3.56% portfolio, or $11,454. I'm up 22% on this position. Think about the Chinese tech stocks, or Chinese stocks in general, very volatile, and it took a significant dip. I don't plan on selling my shares or adding more to my position, but I think long term it'll do well. Johnson & Johnson, which is big in the healthcare space, in consumer health, pharmaceuticals, and medical devices. This makes up 3.1% portfolio, or $9,963. I'm up 32% on this position. Next is United Health, which is in the health insuring marketplace. This makes up 2.75% portfolio, or $8,855, up 170% on this position. TSM, or Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, they manufacture a lot of semiconductor chips, and as companies outsource to have their chips manufactured by TSM, they will definitely benefit, considering how dependent we are with hardware technology. And this makes up 2.52% portfolio, or $8,101, 44% on this position. Alibaba, which is e-commerce, big in e-commerce, as well as some other technologies. They're in cloud computing as well. This makes up 2.55% portfolio, or $8,198, down 32% on this position. Similar to Tencent, they're also very volatile in the Chinese tech space, but I'm going to continue holding this position and see how it does in the long run. McDonald's makes up 2.39% for portfolio, or $7,682. I'm up 59% on this position. Costco, which is in the membership warehousing space, makes up 2.14% portfolio, or $6,899, up 97% on this position. Home Depot, which is in the home improvement space, makes up 2.05% portfolio, or $6,598, up 141% on this position. PayPal, which is in the payment processing space, money transfer, makes up 1.9% portfolio, or $6,105, up 39% on this position. So PayPal is one of those stocks that took a significant hit as well. You can see at one point it was up over, or it was at $308, but now it's half of that. Berkshire Hathaway, which is Warren Buffett's company, very diversified holding company, and they have pretty good exposure to Apple. This makes up 1.85% portfolio, or $5,942, up 65% on this position. Interesting thing about Berkshire Hathaway is that they don't have any dividends or pay anything out to shareholders, so it's purely capital appreciation. And then you can see past 5 years, it's done very well in terms of appreciating in value. Boeing, which is big in manufacturing aircrafts and aerospace company, 1.78% portfolio, or $5,728, down 15% on this position. So Boeing, you can see, took a significant dip back in early or mid-February 2020, about 2 years ago, but continues to struggle in terms of the demand for their aircrafts, as there's a lot of uncertainty in terms of travel, both in vacations as well as business travel, but hopefully that picks back up in the next year or so. AT&T, pay a pretty solid dividend, but I think some of that dividend is not sustainable. This makes up 1.46% portfolio, or $4,690, down 27% on this position. AT&T, I might consider selling the stock just because, it's not doing well overall, and I've been holding it for a very long time. So we'll see what I do with AT&T. Mercado Libre, this is big in Latin America in terms of e-commerce platform and payment solutions. Makes it 1.25% portfolio, or $4,018, down 24% on this position. Next is Pepsico. Makes it 1.23% portfolio, or $3,965, up 45% on this position. They're big in the not only the drink space, but as well as the snacks. So very solid consumer staple, and they have a pretty solid capital appreciation as well as dividend yield. Next is Block. This took a significant dip alongside with other growth stocks like PayPal. You can see right now it's $111, but it's not too far from its 2018 pricing. This makes it 1.18% portfolio, or $3,807, down 41% on this position. Shopify, which is big in the e-commerce space, enabling businesses to digitize their business. This makes it 1.18% portfolio, or $3,796, down 29% on this position. So you can see a lot of the growth stocks I'm showing we're taking a dip recently, but I think long term they will pick back up. Disney is also struggling a little bit, but I think once things reopen fully, then Disney will benefit. This makes it 1.05% portfolio, or $3,378, up 18% on this position. Adobe, which is in the content creation solutions space, makes up 0.92% portfolio, or $2,964, up 3.14%. Next are energy. Wow, you can see it took a significant dip. At one point it was at $93, but now it's $72. Well, I guess past 5 years relative is not too much. This makes up 0.82% portfolio, or $2,624, up 66% on this position. Crowdstrike Holdings, which is a cybersecurity company, makes up 0.74% of my portfolio, or $2,380, up 16% on this position. Similarly, in comparison to other growth stocks, Crowdstrike took a hit. You can see it's down almost half of its value. The Trade Desk, which is in the online advertisement space, similar to Google and Facebook, makes a 0.6% portfolio, or $1,920, up 81% on this position. Next is Twilio, which is in the communication space with some of their APIs, makes up 0.54% portfolio, or $1,746, down 26% on this position. This is another growth stock that took a significant dip. Teladoc Health makes up 0.51% portfolio, or $1,651, down 25% on this position. Last but not least, Baozun, which is a Shopify of China, makes up 0.44% portfolio, or $1,412, down 65% on this position. I might liquidate this position just because, it's not doing well at all. And I think there's other opportunities where I can get into and hopefully recover this return. But overall, I'm still optimistic in the markets long term, in a 5-year time horizon. And I do have a cash position of $12,000, hopefully increase this to about $20,000, and also deploy more capital into the market so I can take advantage of these opportunities to buy. That's all for this video. What are your thoughts on these stocks, and what are you holding? Comment down below. Remember to use my referral links below, and both of us get $20 for using personal capital, or free stock for using Robinhood. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn about investing, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.